With an overactive sense of lowbrow humor, a short attention span, and being a 90s kid, it was inevitable that I was going to be a fan of Jim Carrey. His signature physical comedy style and exaggerated performances are one of a kind. However, in 1998 we got something of a different breed, a movie that defied his typical movie-making mold. We got The Truman Show. The Truman Show is about a man named Truman Burbank, who lives in this manufactured town and has his entire life from birth broadcasted as a reality television show. The movie explores themes of facing challenges and breaking the illusion of a controlled environment. Truman gradually becomes aware that his life is not real and that he is living in a gigantic television set, and eventually must confront the truth and venture out into the unknown. The film plays with the concept of challenging one's perception of reality and the courage it takes to break free from a comfortable but ultimately empty existence. Superliminal shares so much ideas and themes with that of The Truman Show, and the execution, the way Superliminal approaches these concepts in its own way and its own manufactured world, is without equal. Admittedly, Superliminal tugged on some nostalgic heartstrings that were first strung after watching The Truman Show, as both deals with a character caught in an illusionary world and how they ultimately must confront and overcome these illusions in order to break free from their manufactured worlds. Superliminal's creativity exceeded any notion of a puzzle game I had. It's creative to the point where I'm conflicted, as I want to show you each illusion, each puzzle and mechanic, but not wanting to spoil even the tutorial section. So my review will be short and sweet and only scratching the spoiler-free surface. Superliminal opens up with a sort of 1970s mental health institute advertisement that aims to assist those with internal battles by putting them in a rigid, structured dreamscape that'll force them to change their perspective and challenge those assumptions to reach the end, and by doing so help them overcome these internal conflicts. The game starts off rather simple. You wake up, so to speak, in a dreamscape. You complete one puzzle room before moving through an empty, rather clinical looking corridor to the next. This carries on for a few rooms as you quickly make headway and learn some vital mechanics. However, the dreamscape quickly falls into the deep end, with the institute losing control and the protagonist falling deeper and deeper into their own subconscious. The main character must confront these illusions, push against boundaries to see if they really are boundaries, and keep on moving forward even though it all seems to go in circles. Although the structure follows a formulaic approach, the game doesn't fall victim to predictability, as the roughly 2 to 3 hours playthrough has 6 stages, each with its own theme. Each stage introduces new ideas being stacked and interplayed with each other to create stages where you have the full sense of familiarity as you start thinking, I just had a similar puzzle. It's only once you start trying to solve those puzzles that you come to the realization that it only looks like a previous room and the puzzle it contained. Each of the 6 stages has its own ambient feeling, from a brightly lit hotel decorated with moonlight and calming instrumental music to a stage that is devoid of all color. The sterile confinement creates an uneasy feeling of claustrophobia and urgency to get out of there to the next set of puzzles. The puzzles are perfectly balanced on a seesaw of monotonous to frustrating, never tipping too far to either side. I had one encounter where I was tempted to look up the answer, and I'm so relieved I didn't. I stuck to it, and my overall experience was all the better for it. Truman's world was constructed at his expense for the entertainment of the masses, whereas Superliminal is a dreamscape that the character is aware of and is constructed specifically for them, but the end result remained the same. There will always be challenges and hardships, but knowing that whatever deep end you might be thrown into, you can face it head on. Challenges are not punishment, even though the punches leave scars. Learn from it. It's all an opportunity to improve. I love the idea of being able to apply these principles to the real world. When faced with a mountain, look at it from different angles. Start to push against what might look like a wall to see if it's not really a solution you missed out on, and not fixate on what appeared to be a door that just won't budge. For those who love to see a shattered illusion and solve the seemingly insolvable, I can't recommend Superliminal any higher, and I would invite you to jump in and test your assumptions. And in case you made it till the end,
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.